Welcome back to Veterans Corner. I just want to let you guys know this is live on Facebook right now. So we're live on Facebook. So people are commenting. We would love more comment. And right now, I think we're having a little bit of a lag problem with our technology, but we're trying to do the best we can. So I'm sorry if I cut Fraser off sometimes, but we're sort of talking over each other. So I'm going to hand it over to Fraser now. Fraser, give us an overview of your music, and then I want Stefan to ask a couple of music questions. So I'm going to turn off my mic. Fraser, give us an overview. Stefan, you jump in with some music questions. Go ahead, Fraser.
Okay, yeah. Well, I've been in the music, music's been in our home since we were kids, and and there was always some music on weekends, especially when everybody would gather in this whole home right here is where I'm sitting right now, and and that's where it first began. And then after I joined the service, and I sort of put the guitar down and never bothered with it until after I come home from the service, and we started a family band. It was called the Nuka Muse, and from there we just blossomed. My brother played. My brother-in-law, he played fiddle. I played guitar and sang. My sister played banjo. My nephew joined the family band because we were going to have a family reunion. Actually, we couldn't afford it back then to pay a whole band to come in. So we made our own band. That it just blossomed and went on. The buildings and that they went their different ways. So naturally, I still maintained it. I still stood in there and stayed there by myself. Now I got my own band again. I had several all along the way because I'm sure you know how hard it is to keep a band together. Go ahead. So anyway, all that went on down the road. So then I got my own thing, and then I started. My wife gave me a surprise Christmas gift to do a recording. Well, I never thought I was half decent enough to do a recording, so I kind of bucked at that decision, but I went through it anyway, and it could be quite a success, to be honest with you. I don't like tooting my own whistle, but that's it turned out to be pretty good, and now I'm up to number 14, so so that's basically, and I played all down to the States. I've played across Canada. I played a lot of because you got to be. I'm not Johnny Cash or someone, but. So, but we had a lot of fun, and we still do have a lot of fun. I've got a lot of shows lined up. We do a lot of exhibitions, stuff like that around. And but the highlight of my life was the last in 2023. We went to the Utah Beach, France, and I wrote it called "Tribute to the Vets." I debuted that on the beach of France, on the Utah Beach. And that's right where the museum is, and had my picture taken with the mayor and all that stuff. And if you ever been there, if you ever get the opportunity to go to France, to Utah Beach, to the museum, they built this museum over the whole beach where it actually took place. The trenches are there, the U-boats are there, everything is there. And there's a story. You need a whole day plus to go through that museum and read and find out what's going on. It gives you a different eerie feeling when you look at the trenches where they died and all that stuff. It was really something.
So interestingly enough, Fraser, I jumped into Normandy on D-Day.
Okay, so let me jump in now. Let Stefan jump in now, so we don't overtalk each other. So Stefan, you jump in now, and you express your thoughts.
So interestingly enough, I was one of the jumpers on the 50th anniversary of D-Day into Normandy. So I've been there and I've seen that. So that's awesome that you got there and you got to do that performance there. That means a lot, like a lot. What also means a huge amount to me is like there was 6 of us and my mother, and we were all musical. All my brothers played instruments. My one sister played an instrument. My other sister sang all the time as well. We just got together a week ago first time in 7 years we could all make it. But we do our reunion every year on my mother's birthday. She passed away a few years back, but we still get together and we sing and we play guitar and we have a blast. So I'm kind of curious. So my question for you is going to be based upon your origins into music, because I know I found it was that relationship with my brothers and sisters that solidified my interest in music. It wasn't like for example, I always followed Simon and Garfunkel because I like the music, but they didn't inspire me to be a musician. It was my brothers, it was my sisters. They inspired me to become a musician. Do you find that for yourself? Like, what inspired you from those early years that you just had to play?
Well, just by watching my friend, my uncle, and that he played fiddle, and that was just something that I wanted to do. And of course, when my sisters and that we all got involved, it makes this it gives you a better bond, family bond type thing. I found, and music is a great thing. It's a great stressor to start with. It's one of the best you can get if you're down in the dumps someday. Pick a guitar and sing a couple of songs, it goes away. And the music is a great thing for anybody that's got problems. Sometimes if you can get them going in it, because it does. I don't know about you, but I know for me, it takes away any stress that might occur. So it's about music anyway. And plus, it's enjoyable. It gives you a lot of fun. Makes good friends. You make a lot of good friends in it. Of course, there is some bad ones too, but that goes to the same with everybody in every trade, I guess you would call it, profession.
This is great, guys. I think what I heard from you, from both
music,
you.
I mean, I don't pretend I'm going to be Johnny Cash or Garth Brooks or anyone. So, but I have a lot of fun doing it, and I meet a lot of people.
What I heard there was
go ahead.
music. Hold on. I'm going to jump in now. So what I heard there was music, family, calmness, zen, challenging, and fun. Like, wow. Like, so that it really helps. And as a fellow guitar player, I can tell you when I pick up the guitar, because it's so challenging for me, that everything else just goes out of my head because I'm so focused on trying to hit the proper chords and trying to keep the beat that I can't think about anything. I was like, oh my God. So I second that. It's so much fun to play instruments. But I really thank you guys for sharing your thoughts today. We're going to take another quick break, and I'm going to come back with the three of us for some closing thoughts. And stay tuned. You're watching Veterans Corner. On the show today, we have two military heroes. We have Stephen Beardwood from Kingston, and we have Fraser Newcomb all the way from the East Coast. So stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back with Veterans Corner.